It's quiet now. The lights are low, and somewhere in the distance, the world has slowed down for the night. Maybe you've had a busy day. Maybe your mind is still turning. That's okay. Right now, we're doing something simple. We're going back in time. Not fast, not far, just slowly, softly, one sleepy step at a time. Tonight's story is about the pillow, that soft thing beneath your head, the thing you reach for without thinking, that familiar shape that holds your dreams. But it wasn't always soft, and it wasn't always there. The story of the pillow goes back thousands of years, and like so many old inventions, it began with a problem. Let's take ourselves there. Long, long ago, before buildings, before cities, before even villages, imagine someone sleeping on the ground, a floor of packed earth, a breeze drifting through, and under their head, nothing but their arm. The body wants sleep, but the neck aches, so they begin to experiment. Maybe a bundle of grass, maybe a folded piece of animal hide, maybe a flat stone, just high enough to lift the head off the crawling ground. This is where the pillow begins, not as a luxury, but as a necessity. Now we drift forward into the lands between the rivers, ancient Mesopotamia. Here, the first known pillows were made, not from feathers, not from cotton, but from stone, hard, carved, cool. They weren't for softness. They were for protection, to keep insects from crawling into ears and noses at night, to support the neck just enough, to keep the head clear and still. Strange, maybe, but purposeful. Let yourself picture it now. A quiet room of mud brick, a woven mat, and beside it, a carved block of stone with a gentle curve. Someone lies down. Their head rests on the curve. Their breathing slows. Sleep, even then, was sacred. Let's float now to Egypt. The desert winds, the stone temples. Egyptians used similar headrests, sometimes of wood, sometimes of stone, always designed with care, not just for the living, but for the dead. In tombs, pillows were placed beneath the heads of mummies, not for comfort, but for dignity, for preparation, for peace in the afterlife. Pillows, even the hard ones, were a sign of care, of thought. Back in daily life, wealthy Egyptians had carved headrests, shaped like little bridges, raised in the center, with a curve for the neck. They were painted, decorated, sometimes even blessed. This was more than sleep. This was ritual, and the pillow, strange as it might seem, was at the center of it. There were no feathers, no fluff, no hugging of soft shapes. That would come later, but already, the idea had formed that the head deserved something special, that rest could be helped by design. And now, as you lie there, on your own pillow, whatever shape or softness it may have, you're part of that same quiet tradition. A small comfort, a gentle lift, a sign that you are safe, and it's time to sleep. Your head is resting, your eyes are closed, and somewhere, far behind you, the stone pillows of the ancient world are beginning to fade. Let them go. You don't need them anymore, because now we've reached the part of the story where comfort finally arrives. The world has moved forward. Time has passed like quiet footsteps. Civilizations have risen. Empires have expanded. And people are learning to dream better. We find ourselves now in ancient China. Here, the pillow was still often hard, made of wood, ceramic, even bronze. But now it had meaning. Symbols, paintings, stories drawn across its surface. The pillow was more than a tool. It was a message, a statement of taste, or belief, or class. Some believed that soft pillows weakened the spirit, so firm materials stayed. But not everywhere. In India, in Persia, and across the Middle East, something new had appeared. The cushion, soft, stuffed, covered in cloth or silk, used for sitting, reclining, and yes, sleeping. The cushion was the early cousin of the soft pillow. At first, it was for the wealthy, for royalty, for the well-rested. But slowly, it spread, and as trade routes opened, so did the exchange of comfort. Feathers from geese, cotton from fields, wool from sheep, all of it began to find its way inside fabric covers. The idea was simple. Instead of supporting the neck with wood or stone, why not cradle it with softness? Why not let the head sink instead of rest? And so, the soft pillow was born. In ancient Greece and Rome, pillows became common, not just for the rich, but for ordinary sleepers. Greeks stuffed them with straw. Romans used feathers. Both used cloth covers, stitched by hand. There were sleeping pillows, sitting pillows, decorative pillows for display. The pillow had become a part of the home, a quiet object of daily life. Now imagine it. A simple Roman bedroom, clay walls, a low wooden bed, and there, a rectangle of linen, filled with feathers, tied at the ends. A child lies down, their head sinks into it, and for the first time in our story, a sigh of softness, that feeling you know so well, the gentle drop into sleep. It had finally arrived. Still, pillows were not everywhere. In many cultures, people still slept without them, or used folded blankets, or curved pieces of wood. But where softness was possible, it was welcomed, and slowly, soft pillows spread. By the Middle Ages in Europe, pillows were used in royal courts and among the clergy. For a while, they were seen as a sign of weakness, too soft for warriors, too delicate for leaders. But over time, comfort won, because sleep does not care about pride. It cares about peace, and peace can be found in a soft place to rest your head. As the centuries passed, pillows became normal, expected, essential. Their shape evolved, their fillings changed, but their purpose remained the same: to hold the head, to quiet the thoughts, to help us let go. And now, as you lie on your own pillow, you can feel that long history beneath you, thousands of years of trial, error, and invention led to this moment. You resting, you still, and sleep growing near. We'll explore the rise of pillow making, factories, and modern designs in the next part. But for now, just breathe. Let the weight of your head be carried. Let the softness do its work. The pillow is old, but tonight, it is new again, and it's just for you. Your pillow is holding you. Your eyes are soft, and the world outside your room has gone quiet. You've already journeyed through stone and straw, through feathers and silk, through the early days of gentle rest. Now, we drift into a time of machines, of cities, of smoke and steam. The Industrial Revolution was loud, busy, and fast. But even in this age of iron and coal, the need for sleep never changed. And pillows, quiet as ever, found their way into modern life. Factories now began to make pillows, not one by one, but in large batches. Feathers and down were cleaned, stuffed, measured, and sealed inside cotton covers. For the first time, pillows were not just handmade luxuries. They were affordable, available, ordinary, a household item. Department stores sold them. Advertisements praised them. They were described as restful, refreshing, even healthy. Some had lavender sewn inside. Others promised to hold their shape for years, and people believed, because a good night's sleep was becoming a modern goal. Doctors began to talk about posture, neck pain, head support. Suddenly, pillows weren't just soft. They were scientific. The shape mattered. The height mattered. Even the angle between your shoulders and jaw was studied. In some places, people were told to sleep on their backs. In others, to sleep on their sides. And the pillow was there to help. In Japan and China, traditional headrests still existed, but many homes were adding softer options. In Europe, pillowcases became more stylish, embroidered, trimmed, washed with care. A clean pillowcase was a sign of order, of pride in the home. In America, new materials were being tested. Cotton blends, foam, eventually synthetic fibers. These were easier to clean, cheaper to make, lighter to ship. By the early 1900s, most people in the Western world were sleeping on pillows. Some had two, some had stacks, and it became normal to match your pillow to your sleep style. Are you a back sleeper? You'll want a flatter pillow. Side sleeper? A bit more height. Stomach sleeper? Maybe none at all. Sleep became personal, and so did pillows. Manufacturers responded. They made firm pillows, soft pillows, cooling pillows, contour pillows, each one promising a better night's sleep. And in this new age of mass production and personal choice, the pillow was no longer just useful. It was important. People took them when they traveled, gave them as gifts, added them to guest rooms. Some even had decorative pillows on beds they never used. The pillow had become a piece of culture, quiet, ubiquitous, trusted. But even with all this change, something stayed the same. The moment at the end of the day, when the body is tired and the head finds its way to the one thing designed to hold it softly. That moment has never changed, and you're in it now. As you lie there, resting, breathing slow, you are doing something people have done for thousands of years. Letting go, letting the pillow do its quiet job, and sleep is coming closer. In the next part, we'll look at the world of modern pillows. Smart designs, foam that remembers, luxury that promises deeper dreams. But not yet. For now, let the weight of your thoughts sink. Let your neck rest heavy. Let your pillow shape itself around your stillness. You're lying still. The room is quiet. The light has faded from your thoughts, and your pillow is holding you like it always has. But what if it did more than hold you? What if it adapted to you, learned from you, changed its shape, its softness, its very feel, to match your sleep? This is the world we enter now. The modern pillow, a strange blend of old softness and new science. Let's drift now to the late 20th century, a time of discovery, of new materials, new needs, and new ways to sleep. One of the biggest changes? A material called memory foam, originally developed by NASA to absorb pressure on astronauts during launch. Memory foam slowly found its way into everyday life, and before long, into pillows. Unlike feathers or cotton, memory foam responds to heat and pressure. It shapes itself around you, and then it returns to its original form. Once the weight is gone, it remembers you, but just for a moment. This idea changed everything. Pillows were no longer just cushions. They became devices, tools for better alignment, better breathing, better rest. And so came the age of the modern sleep industry. Pillow companies began to promise more than comfort. They promised results: cooler sleep, less snoring, fewer aches, deeper dreams. Some pillows were infused with gel to draw away heat. Others had special curves to cradle the neck and spine. There were orthopedic pillows, pregnancy pillows, travel pillows shaped like horseshoes, even smart pillows that could track your movements and suggest how to sleep better. All this just for the head. And yet, in all the innovation, one thing remained unchanged: the simple feeling of lying down, closing your eyes, and letting the day fall away. Whether it's memory foam, or down feathers, or a cotton-filled case that has seen 100 nights, your pillow is still just a place to rest your thoughts, a quiet corner of fabric and softness in a world that rarely stops. And for many, the pillow has become a ritual. Some fluff it before lying down, some fold it in half, some press it tight, searching for the perfect dip. And when they find it, when their head settles in and the breath slows, that's when the pillow does its real work. Not as a machine, not as a tool, but as a companion. One that asks nothing, says nothing, and gives everything it can. In silence, you may not notice how it shapes itself, how it holds the weight of your thoughts, how it waits through the hours, soft and still. But your body knows, your neck knows, and your dreams, they know too. Because the moment you drift, the pillow stays behind, keeping its shape, keeping your sleep. In our next and final part, we'll reflect on what the pillow truly is. Not just an invention, but a symbol, a pause, a quiet space in the rhythm of life. For now, just feel the air around you. Let the breath fall deeper. Let the thoughts dissolve. Your pillow is here, and you are nearly asleep. You're here now, still, quiet, wrapped in the safety of your room, your bed, your breath, and your pillow. The soft shape beneath your head has carried you through centuries, from carved stone blocks to feather-filled cushions to memory foam and cooling gel, all for one reason: to help you rest, to hold your thoughts when your mind is ready to let them go, to carry the shape of your day and then gently smooth it out. As night settles in, the pillow may seem like a simple object, just cloth and filling, just fabric and form, but it is more than that. It is a quiet symbol of stillness, of surrender, of the body saying, "I've done enough for today." It is the last thing you touch before sleep, and often the first thing you reach for when you wake. Every night, it invites you to do nothing, to lie down, to breathe slower, to drift And every morning, it waits silently, shaped by your dreams, holding the echo of your rest. Pillows are deeply personal. We take them when we travel. We miss them when they are gone. Some people search for the perfect one for years. Others hold on to the same pillow for decades, because comfort is not always about design. Sometimes it is about memory, the feeling of a pillow that knows you, that fits you, that keeps the quiet. And when you think of all the things in the world designed to make noise, to be seen, to shout for your attention, the pillow does the opposite. It whispers, it softens, it disappears beneath you, and in doing so, it gives you what you need: sleep, peace, stillness. So now, let all of that settle in. You've heard the story of how something so gentle traveled across time, from clay tombs to silk palaces to factory lines to your very own bed. It does not ask for thanks. It does not seek praise. It only asks that you close your eyes and rest. And so, you do. Let your shoulders sink. Let your jaw loosen. Let the space behind your eyes go soft and dark. There is nothing left to listen for, nothing left to know. Only the silence now, only the breath, and the pillow beneath you, doing the most human thing it knows, holding you, just enough, just right. Sleep well, sleep deep, and good night. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for more sleeping pills like this.